Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is Anno 1800, one of my favorite game franchises that I've ever played, and that's probably what started making me play video games in the first place when I was younger. We're gonna just play a nice sandbox game. I haven't played this one too much, so let's see what happens, but less guidance, that's fine for me. I know there's something happening with exploring later, and that will be exciting, but let's learn along the way. Who can we find? Who do we want to be? He looks pretty normal. Let's go with that guy. Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. Continue with you. Obviously, some sign of train. Train is great. Yellow, sure. Purple. Purple goes with me. Yep. I like it. We have all the expansions that I have. I don't have all of them. Honestly, I'm not too worried about them. And... yeah, sure. We'll turn all those on. I don't think I've gotten that far yet. We'll play normal. I'm by no means an expert in this game. We're going to learn a little bit on the side. It is a new game, and the first thing that I like to make sure of is understand what we're doing, because we're going to learn it a little bit together. I don't know any of the shortcuts yet, but I'm sure we're going to get there. I do know Anno, and I love Anno. And the first thing that you always have to do in Anno is figure out how to get timber. And there's a nice few stats on here that we can look at. The lumberjack hut says produces goods, wood, 1 every 15 seconds. And right now there's nothing on this island. There's maintenance costs, and there's a workforce, which I don't know when that started, but it's here. It's that little fork. Needs 5 people. And then you need a sawmill, and a sawmill produces 1 timber every 15 seconds. So this is a 1-to-1 production. So we'll keep that in mind. You want to keep this producing at 100%. That looks good. Clicking the wrong buttons. That one at 100%. You want to keep the sawmill relatively close, because once you put them too far away, well, they have to travel really far. And you don't want to impede on the area of influence of the woodcutter. So let's put it just outside of that. Maybe here, so we can put a path in between. Get our path in there. Let's just plan something out a little more. The one thing, so I started playing 1603, I believe. That was the first game I started playing for Anno. The one thing there is you didn't have the whole island to build on, and here we definitely have the whole island to play with. So let's do that. Now these guys will tell you planting progress. They're building they're planting some trees, and that is great, but we don't have any workforce. You need a workforce here. So before we can actually produce anything, we need to build some housing. Let's find a good place for the housing, shall we? Let's turn this around. There are some mines over here, oil spring, not mines, that we'll probably want to handle later on. The workforce is available on the whole map once we're set up. I think... yeah, I think this is fine. Nice straight line. Makes my life a little easier. Connect this up. That's good. Yeah, just demolish this one. I'm not too worried about that. And we need the farming residences. Now, there's a nice drag and drop here, so let's use that. Sure. This many for now. I'm trying to use W to move the camera. That's not actually working. You have to use the right mouse button. So, cool. We have some farming, and they're all in there, and let's see what they want. They will tell you, we don't have a market, we don't have fish, and we don't have work clothes. Okay, that's fine. And happiness is, it's fine. They could be happier. But the first thing we can give them, because at some point they can upgrade, and that's important. So let's find a marketplace. This one... that's not rotation. How do you rotate? Marketplace. There we go. I don't know why you rotated, but you rotated. You go right there. Cool. That will work. I believe everyone is in range of the marketplace. Yeah, so there's this green shade. That just means they're all in range. So these guys should have a marketplace now. Great. Wonderful. So we have workers now, and production is running, and everyone is happy. And this little cart can pick up stuff. Now, we actually have to collect Goods. Goods are important. Goods are good. Let's get a little warehouse here. I don't think we need it everywhere, but this warehouse will help just pick up stuff from everyone. We'll also take any excess wood that we may not need right away. Which, speaking of which, get some fish. Fish would be, it's a good thing to have. It's a good way to get food. So let's get started with this. They want to be connected with some paths. I would like to have all of my pathing just gridded out, or not gridded out, but everything connected in some way or another. I'm not going to play super fast right now until we're done planning everything. And it appears that at this point, this guy is in blueprint mode, and we're missing upgrade costs of 1 plank. Is that it? I think so. The wood or plank? Timber. We need 1 more timber to build this. So usually a ship comes with some timber already, so let's just move that over. There we go. Now we have 51 timber, which means you can just build this by clicking on it and figure it out. Cool. Everyone's happy, and we upgraded our first level. So we have clothing now, and it looks like alcohol. We may as well just get started on that. What do you need? You need just 2 planks, 2 timber. That's pretty cheap. Let's do that. At this point, we don't need more people yet, but just keep an eye on that. Here's your population, here's your influence, here's your balance. This balance shouldn't be super low for super long, because at some point you're gonna run out of money. So it's a good idea to produce excess of something and use that to, well, make a little extra cash on the side. So I'm gonna put another wood guy here, because wood is really one of those resources you will have a hard time to have enough of, especially at the very beginning. Get all this connected. That looks great. And now, let's figure out how to make something useful. I think we want both of these. Sheep farm. I'll start with that. Over here, looks like a pretty nice spot. I don't remember how I built or how many farms I have to build. 3 sheep lots. So let's do that to keep them happy. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Get another one out here. Let's look at the ratio again. So this produces 1 wool every 30 seconds, and this produces clothes every 30 seconds. So it's also a 1-to-1 ratio. I like that. But again, excess is good in this game. So let's produce everything with excess in mind. Get all those connected. Get you this way, and then I don't want to go through the forest area. I just want to connect it here. You don't have to connect everything, but I prefer it that way. That's really the only reason. These fields actually connect to themselves, which is kind of neat. Can't. Oh, this one's already full, obviously. Let's get the other ones. Can't build it there, but we can build it there. So this is all just going to be one large sheep enclosure because they're all connected. I think that looks pretty cool. W does not work. But you see this? It's just like one big sheep farm. They're all connected and they all work with each other. We are low on farmers already. And these don't have a warehouse connected yet, but we can fix that pretty quickly once we have enough people. We can probably also just move this guy. Is it? Can we move it? Can upgrade. Don't want to demolish. Relocate. There we go. This one can probably go into this area, and then it should be able to service all of the buildings. And that's fine. I think that's a good start. But we need more people. And more people is a great problem to have. Don't want a warehouse. We want more of this. There's multiple ways that you can build the buildings here. One is what I'm doing right now. The other one would be copying. So wrong button again. W is path or Weg. I do believe this is still a German game made by Blue Byte Games. That looks good. And as you like, when you see this, there's some of them are highlighted and some of them are like shadowed out. The shadowed ones mean you don't have the resources right now to build them, but everything else can be built already. So yeah, I think this is fine for now. Obviously here, what do we need? More timber. We don't have enough timber yet. We won't have enough timber for a while. And our balance is really low. So let's look at if we can export something. We should have insufficient workforce. Yes, indeed. So instead of going overboard like what I'm doing here right now, let's just pause some workplaces so we can maximize the places that we have work that we currently need, like the woodcutters and the sawmills. These are all paused. That's great. How many workers do we have available? We have 230 farmers. What other details do we get out of this? I haven't looked at this in a while. Production. We have consumer goods, construction materials, raw materials, agriculture, intermediate. This is great. We're producing some of everything. No alcohol yet. Here's our market. Is that what we do? No, the resource, and here's our production. So we're producing as much as we can consume. This one looks fine. Fish. Looks like we're a little behind. We should probably buy 2 more. Maybe 3 more even. What we have down here. Wool looks fine, and clothing is also okay. I think that is all good. I am not seeing what I actually wanted to see. The number of free workforce. It'll tell me somewhere. You're running, you're running. What if I turn you on? We're still good on people. 297 farmers. And we're increasing steadily with farmers, so that is great. I would assume that we can upgrade a couple houses here. Excellent. We have 2 more, and as I showed you earlier, we are kind of not producing enough fish at this point, so let's make sure we have some. Very, very important. I love that the new games just connect everything in a way that looks really nice. I don't think we have hunters anymore, otherwise I would get these. I'm surprised that we... Oh, I was just going to say, I haven't seen a quest yet. Damn wild animals are eating all my hens. Please, couldn't mug me out. Find, collect the wild animals. There must be wolves, and they're usually in the areas of the residences. So let's find a wolf that runs around somewhere. Usually they're on the roads. I don't see one yet. Zoom in a little more. It's just a pretty game. I'm not used to playing the pretty games anymore. I usually play a lot more of the functional games, but it's a nice change of pace here. Where is that wolf? There he is. There you go. Found him, and I guess I didn't get any resources for that one. Sometimes the quests give you extra stuff. Sometimes I don't. Can't be greedy, though. People are unhappy. Average happiness is -10. Start festivals in the city. Okay. How do we get you happier? Probably with booze. Booze is usually a good way to happiness. So, potato farm. I want to build most of the things close to the warehouse. It should make my life a little easier. So here we have 72 fields that we can produce. I'm not planning on using much on this side anymore. So I would like you to be relatively square still, but I guess that's not happening. All right. That's where your field is. This will be where the road connects you. There we go. You need 72 more. You should be able to get you in here. That's fine. One big potato field. We still need a way to produce them. Let's check out our production. These are still 1-to-1, so 30 seconds on each side. That is wonderful. Okay, so rotation is period and comma. Easy enough. Just have to know it. I have to look it up once, and now all of this should be working. So with booze, People won't just go to the market and buy booze, even though that would be cool. We actually have to give them a way to get booze. So let's build a little pub here. Honestly, I'm fine with this. What's your reach? Do you reach everyone? Yep. This is a good town center. So that is excellent. We have barely anything over and people are a little heavier. And now we have 28 farmers extra. We don't have to build any more people or build any more residences at this point because we have access. A fire station. Funny thing is it doesn't activate right away. it actually takes a couple seconds to train firefighters, which I think is pretty cool. So when you have a fire and build firefighters, you may not be in time to actually do anything about it. So wonderful. Do we have anything cool here? A well ornament. Does that... Do you... I don't think you do anything, do you? That's not quite what I wanted. I thought it would be one big well, but that's okay. Get my stuff back. We're gonna get into ornaments later on. Ubisoft Club, I really don't care that much. 1 million pioneers. That doesn't fit yet. We'll figure out what we can build later on. But for right now, what we need to worry about is upgrading these guys. And it looks like we actually can upgrade several of them already. So let's just go through here. And upgrade who we can. We don't have enough timber yet. Which tells me we have a lot of extra people. They are now turning into the workforce instead of the farmer workforce. Which are not the same. They can't work in the same place. So make sure that when you upgrade these, you don't upgrade every building, just most buildings. Is there a task? No. New buildings have been unlocked. Wonderful. I know I'm not running on... I can probably run on fast at least, but I want one more lumber mill. Where's a good place for you? I still don't want to cut into things, and I want 100% productivity. I think they can overlap just a little bit. I'm going to say this is good. Get that one in place. There you go. Now we should get a little more lumber all the time. Now this warehouse is pretty far away from the 2 lumber mills down here, which makes me think... I assumed they had some in store. They only have 2 in store. That's not that bad. And we already have 15 pieces of lumber here. So this is all perfect. And where's our new construction? Ah, here. Down here is a tab for switching construction. So you have farmers. That's our normal stuff. We have built everything that's required at this point. We do have a lot of lumber, so I think we should just get a couple more buildings, either upgraded or up to the state. Yeah, perfect. And let's see what we need next. So we can build some paved streets, but we need bricks for that. For bricks, we need a clay pit. Clay pit you can't just build everywhere. You actually have to find some clay on the island first. There's clay. First one is probably good. Roads, let's stick with the old farm roads. We don't have to go fancy. Wrong button again. I can't do WASD. I'll get used to that, I promise. Let's connect this to the rest of the world. We will need a warehouse out here. There's nothing... nothing will be close enough for here. I'll just put it over here for now. We don't have enough materials right now to build it, but that's okay. Brick factories. So what do we have here? 30 seconds to 1. So each clay house it's not clay house, clay pit needs 2 brick factories to be at 100% capacity. That's cool. We can work with that. Put these across from each other and then it should be good. Let's speed up a little bit so I can build this warehouse just in time. We don't have enough workforce and we don't currently have enough farmers. So 2 things we're down on. We have a few pieces of timber. Let's use them. Farmers are back up to what they're supposed to be. Wonderful. We need... Yeah, so every time you upgrade these, as I said before, you lose a couple farmers and you gain a few workforce people. Workforces I am not that worried about. I'm more worried about farmers at this point. So let's just run it forward a little bit until we have enough to do. Understand. Yeah, let's get you a warehouse. So the stuff that's produced already can be collected somewhere. Again, farmers we're doing fine, but not for the rest. I do think we should probably just build up the rest of all these buildings once we get a chance. So whenever we upgrade this, we don't have that much of a problem. It looks like our balance is going up because our farmers and workforce together now pay more, well, taxes than what we're spending. And that's perfect. That's what we want to see. Just a few more houses. Thanks, autosave. I'm glad it doesn't pause the game in this case. That's excellent. What's this guy's problem? Oh, I thought that was an automatic connection. Obviously there isn't. So let's fix that. Just with a little money, you can be happy. Let's look at our reports. Production. Wood, we're doing fine. Timber, we're doing fine. This looks okay now. I think, what's this? Filter by productivity. It's fine. All the others are at 100%. Bricks and clay are not working yet, or not. They just started, and then we have meat that we have to worry about. I think at this point, I want to check how many clothes we produce, because we may be able to export a little bit. Yeah, there's 62. Let's see. Can we do automatic exports? Items, goods, construction, raw materials. Oh, this is cute. Statistics, transfer menu. Oh, do I have to build like a trading post or something similar? That's cool. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. Which means I could take this ship, unload everything that we have. Do you have no weapons on board? I don't want to take your weapons. But I do want to take a load of clothing and just send you around. Yep. Go that way. In that time, we got a lot of lumber, timber, so perfect on that brand. Get this one in there. We have 150 people. Let's build up everything that is near the market, because that will make our life a lot easier. Port town. Yeah, of course. We are obviously a port town. And we only have a few more pieces of timber now, which is not surprising, but we should have to expand here pretty soon with more housing up to the north side of the market, and that is great. All of this is perfect. Oh, I found someone. So when I find people, I usually want to see if I can trade with them. Oh, this is a cool thing. There's just a newspaper. Either it's good or it's bad. You can adjust them, or edit them, but these all are good for me. So, yep. Do that. Would you like to play with me? You don't have any trait rights with this party. Okay. That's not it. Newspaper, quest book, notifications, warnings. I think we're okay. Influence. There we go. Share income. Buy shares. Honestly, I didn't have to play with that yet. That's okay. There looks to be a quest here. How about a favor? Okay. I'm sure it is. Escort that ship. Yep, that's what we're doing. Little side quest. Yes, I am. Okay, we got wood again. Perfect. I think we are pretty good on the wood now, so let's concentrate on building the next industry. Sausages. 30 workforce, and we need some pigs. There's still some room down here. There's no reason to... Let's look at our ratio. 1 minute to 1 minute. So it's 1 to 1. 3 of these should do the trick. We'll upgrade the roads pretty soon. For the citizens, that is, not for me. The wagons do run faster on paved roads, so keep that in mind. Fixed eye, yes. I think I can drag these two, but I like placing them manually, especially when they're in odd numbers. Cool. All these are connected, and they should start production very, very soon. And what else do we need? Making meat. Yes. 1, 2, and 3. And that's all there is. Let's see where our ship went. Slow this down. Nothing happened. What are you so nervous about? Why is there nervous music? Nothing happened. Well, I think that's the first episode. We did a lot of stuff. We are escorting a ship, and we will see how this ends next time. If this is something you like, maybe consider coming back next time. I'll see you again soon. Bye.